Hey class, welcome back. I'm going to give you a tour on how you guys are going to be submitting lab, and I've created videos for experiment number 3 and I'll show you where to find it. Anyway, when you go into your course in Canvas, this is Chem 201, make sure you click on the Chem 201 lab, and when you click on that it'll take you to the splash page. And you want to go to modules. The way I've designed this course is the modules will take you on a week by week schedule. And remember last week we didn't have any class, so that's what I put. I've changed everything so that everything's pushed back a week. Anyway, this week we have equilibrium, and then we originally had for Wednesday the synthesis of a nickel salt. That's going to be postponed April 27. We have more flexibility now that everything's online because you guys are not coming in, and we won't need to rush things because you guys are not going to be meeting in the laboratory. So what I've tried to do is I've tried to film the experiments pertinent to our class, in fact pertinent to all Chem 201, and I'm editing them now, but I've completed experiment number 3. Anyway, this is what it'll look like when you get to week 8, March 23rd. And what you will see here is this right here that I've highlighted is just the label of the experiment we're doing. And this is the introduction. This is the data and observation, and then the post-lab section. What you will see is that on week 10, just to give you an example, we have an activity that is scheduled, as well as a midterm that is also scheduled. Anyway, let me get you through this week. When you click on 03A, you'll see that I've copied and pasted the information for the experiment here. But what you need to do is you need to scroll all the way down, because that's where you're going to be able to access Lab Archive. When you click on that, it'll get you to Lab Archive. Of course, I'm not enrolled in the class, so it's going to give me this error, but you guys should be able to get in. If we go back, always try and go back and click on the module page, and what you will see is that the next part is 03B. This is your data and observation. Here what you will see are the videos I've recorded. So let me just show you one of these videos. The first video doesn't have any voiceover, just because it's a pretty straightforward video. If you just click on it, it'll show you the YouTube channel in which this particular video was set up, and then of course we just fast forward it. So these are the exact procedures that is in your lab manual. What you want to do is you want to write detailed observations of what you see in this video, because you're going to be writing the printing reactions that take place. And what I've also done in these videos is I put key information as to what procedures taking place. Like if you take a look at this next step, what you will see is that I indicate, let's fast forward this real quick, I indicate what chemicals are being added, and so you should follow along with your lab manual. If you click on this part right here, there's actually a voiceover on that. Let me stop this one. Let me start this one. Experiment 3, part 3, the equilibrium between cobalt tetrachloride and cobalt hexahydrate. The chemicals you will need are cobalt chloride, hydrochloric acid, silver nitrate, and ethanol. Anyway, let me stop there. You want to review all these videos, because those are the procedures, and then you're going to click on the bottom there to go to Lab Archives to put in that information. Anyway, this would be the same thing as if you were in the lab completing the experiment. Next thing you want to do is go to the last portion, and whereas these first two would be what was scheduled for Monday, this last one would be your post-lab write-up, and again it's going to be due a week and a half later or after spring break. If you click on this, there isn't much information here, but that's where you click in order to get to lab archives to complete your post-lab write-up. In this experiment, what you guys are going to be doing, of course, is you're going to be looking at the videos and writing the information or the observation that occurs as you apply a stress to the system, and you need to write what the stress is and how that is affecting the equilibrium and what evidence you have to support that. So that's very important for this particular lab. Anyway, I hope that answers how you guys are going to complete the experiment this week, and the rest of the semester will be completed in this format. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, email me.